orthogonal variables. The define, key and use. These operations are defined by the small letters. We perform the three operations on those variables, that is D operation, U operation and K operations. D means define, U means use, K means kill, and we have four states. These states are defined by the capital letters and operations are defined by the small letters. So first one is K state. What is K state means? K state means killed or undefined. So K state means killed or undefined. This is the initial state of every variable. So in this state the variable does not exist, or here we declare the variable but not assigned any value to the that variables. So this is the initial state of every variable. So here we declare the variable but not assign any value to the variable. So this X is in K state. In K state we have three operations are possible. That is D operation, U operation, K operation. In every state here three operations are possible. That is D state, U state and K state. D operation means here we declare the variable but doesn't assign any value. If you want to assign the value to this variable, we have to perform the D operation. D means define operation. In define operation, we assign the value to the variable. So this is D operation. So it immediately moves to the K to the D state. Next, U operations. So in every variable have the incorrect sequence of operations and correct sequence of operations. So in U state means the variable is used in somewhere in the programs. So U means used as accessing of the variable in the programs. If you want to perform the U operation on the K state, if you perform the U operation on the K state, it gives the anomalies. Y means here we declare the only variable but doesn't assign any value to that variable. So that time it gives the anomaly, KU anomalies. Next operation is kill operation, KK operations. In this also it gives the anomaly. Why? Because in initial case the variable is in K state. Again we perform the kill operation to that kill state variables. So at that time it gives the KK anomalies. Next state, D state. D state means define state. In this state we are assigning the value to the that variables. Here also we have the three possible operations, that is define, use and K operations. Define means again assigning the value to this variable. U means using that value in anywhere in the programs. Using the variable means we are accessing the variable in the program, or we are accessing the variable in computations or arithmetic operations or control statements. We are using that variable in the programs. So that is use case. Next operation is K operation means after assigning the value to the variable, we are killing the variable. So this gives the incorrect sequence of operations. Here we are assigning the value to this variable but doesn't use the anywhere in the program. Immediately we the value to the variable, then immediately destroy that value of the variable is comes under TK anomaly. Next, KK anomaly. KK anomaly means destroy the already filled variable is comes under KK anomaly. Next, KU anomaly. KU anomaly means after destroying the variable, again we use the that variables. So those are comes under KU anomalies. Next, we have how to find the anomalies in data flow. Here we have two types of anomaly detections are there. One is static anomaly detection, another one is dynamic anomaly detection. So what is static anomaly detection means? Here we find the errors in the program without executing the program. So that is comes under the static anomaly detection. Next, so how is static anomaly detection works means? Here we find the data flow errors by analyzing the only source code. First we analyzing the only source code without executing the program. First here we detect the anomalies. So how it works means first we analyze the source code. Next one, then based on this that source code we create the control programs. Then after draw the control program, then identify the variables. Next one is after identify the variable we trace the path from the definition to the each user of the variables. So after finding the path of the variables, then compare the correct identify the correct sequence and incorrect sequence of the variables. So that is static anomaly detection. Next, dynamic anomaly detection. Dynamic anomaly detection means here we are finding the data flow anomalies by executing the programs. So static means without execution we find the errors in the programs. So dynamic means here we are executing the programs. So how it works means first we execute the program by using the test case. What is test case? What it contains is test case contains the input values, expected output values and test case IDs. So by using the test case input we execute the programs, then identify the every possible operation of every variable, then identify the sequence and correct and incorrect operations of that variable, then report the if any incorrect sequences are happened, then report the those anomalies. So that is dynamic data flow anomaly detection.